Hey guys, I'm Trevor.
I'm Zero Chainz.
And we are the Anthony and Todd Show. And today we're going to be taking a look at the latest 2 Chainz record, Rap or Go to the League.
He's going to rap?
Rap or go to the bathroom.
He's going to rap or he's going to go to the WWE. I hope he goes to the WWE.
What league?
Dude, it'd be weird if it was like hockey.
NAACP.
That's not a league, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's on the one track.
Nope. That's like a joke reserved for me because I can't read, so.
Do you remember that one time where it was like March Madness tournament and somebody on the news said it was the NAACP tournament? It was the NCAA tournament. That's so funny. That was what that was a reference to.
Yeah, it was a reference to 2 Chainz.
Anyway.
2 Chainz is a rapper. He's kind of like a joke. He's kind of like a Lil Wayne, but funnier. That's literally how I could describe him. Lil Wayne, but with less lean and more jokes.
Yeah.
He's been around since like 2011. This is like his 5th studio album.
This is his 5th studio album, but he puts out an incredible amount of music every year. He's like kind of like Future on a lesser level.
Yeah.
And again,
more with features.
Less lean, more jokes.
Less
Future.
Crazy but true.
Yes, that's a good song. Most of the time, 2 Chainz is literally just about making bangers.
Yeah.
But sometimes 2 Chainz taps into a creative bone in his body and he's like, I'm gonna make something that is pivotal. Or he tries to make it pivotal. And so thus we have Rap or Go to the League.
Yeah.
Which by the album artwork seems like it's going to be like really life-changing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna listen to a Logic album.
Yes. Except for he's not in the car. And there's no Rick and Morty on here. Let's just get into it. This first track, Forgiven,
is Diet Crit. It's Diet Crit.
It's Diet Crit, but I also really appreciate it. Marcia Ambrosius, I think, has a really powerful feature. It's not even a feature. It's just like a split half and half with her. This choral sample, this like very cathedral-esque choral sample in the background sets this thing up to be incredibly grandiose. Like, we're going to be talking about some really hard-hitting subjects. Marcia Ambrosius is singing as well as speaking at the end of the track, like her spoken word at the end of the track, set this whole record up in motion to be something absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and then as we just dive into it, it
just becomes trap.
Degenerates. I can't believe how disappointed I was with some of these tracks. Threat to Society, Money in the Way, Statute of Limitations, High Top Versace with Young Thug, Whip with Travis Scott, that classic Travis Scott sound. We are just getting the same track over and over and over again. At one point I actually fell asleep to this album. I'm 100% serious. I just dozed off while I was listening to this, and I woke back up and I was like, what did I miss? And we were like a track down the road. I was like, absolutely nothing. I went back and listened to it. I was like, I never would have known that I had missed a track.
So Forgiven and Threat to Society are more sample heavy. Then we get into Money in the Way, which is more trap centric. And at first I like enjoyed it. Like, okay, I feel like 2 Chainz is in a little bit of element, but I'm like, I hope we get a more mix up. But then we go like to Statute of Limitations. I'm like, this is the same track. Then we go into High Top Versace with featuring Young Thug. You could have told me this is Gunna instead of Young Thug, because Gunna's like on a new like diet Young Thug kick.
Young Thug Jr.
He's Young Thug Jr. Because it just seems like someone pretending to be Young Thug. It doesn't seem like Young Thug. But then you end like the Whip with Travis Scott, and like Travis Scott's like, okay, I have one hook that I've been using for the past year and a half. Let's use it again. Yeah. And then like 2 Chainz tries his hardest to say this track. But like Travis Scott,
to no avail. Travis Scott has already shit on it, and it is tainted.
It is just the same performance, and I feel like whatever projects he's dropping next will literally be the same track for 2 hours.
Yes.
And then Kylie Jenner will show up and be like, "Here's a child," and then I'll be like, "Cool, will we have more material?" And then Travis Scott will like perform Sicko Mode 5 times, and then that'll be the album.
The best part would be Sicko Mode 5 times.
Someone said.
Let's move on to the best track on this record.
Okay.
NCAA.
It's stupid, but it's actually kind of
really dumb. I didn't get it when I first listened to it, but now I feel like it's the new like Mo Bamba. This will be the new Mo Bamba. Mark my words. In a couple of months, this thing will start cropping up everywhere. 2 Chainz is the latest in the long line of guitar playing freaks, following after, of course, Lil Wayne.
Oh my god, the line play
like a guitar, except for it's delivered like this.
He thought it was so good that he said it like 3 more times.
And then there's this rocking guitar solo afterward.
But this is like actually like one of the more like performance dynamic tracks, like hip hop tracks I've heard all year.
No, it seriously is. He switches it up like 4 or 5 times.
The group vocals, hip hop needs more group vocals. Like we get a lot of group vocals today in rock. Like still, we need more group vocals in hip hop.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You know how so many old heads are like, things haven't been good since the Wu-Tang Clan? Or like NWA, they haven't made any good music since then. It's because of the group vocals.
That's why.
And we don't have those anymore. This is what we needed. This was the kind of morale boost that we needed. NCAA, as summed up by this guy I went to high school with on Twitter, was a religious experience.
Going back to the cathedral at the beginning of the album.
Yes.
Pastor 2 Chainz blessed me.
3 top tracks are Forgiven, Threat to Society, and NCAA with Father Chainz. An incredible track. I'm really excited to see the development of NCAA because in all seriousness,
the league NCAA.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where basketball goes in the future. College basketball.
They're gonna add trampolines on the court.
Now that I would watch. But like the song, I'm really excited to see the evolution of the song. When Sicko Mode came out, I had a feeling that it was going to be popular, and it blew up like none other. NCAA, I think, is going to be popular, and I'm really excited to see how long it'll take to be popular, if it'll be popular, if people will just keep sleeping on it.
And then what type of memes will come out.
Yes.
That's literally...
I'm really excited to see the actual, like, development of this track. But moving on, here we hit kind of more of a high points. Momma hit a lick with Kendrick, and Rule the World with Ariana Grande, which I actually enjoy.
I like Rule the World with Ariana Grande. Momma hit a lick. I'm just confused on whether I like it or not. Because that Kendrick flow, I don't know if it fits him.
No, I don't
like,
think that it
he's
fits
trying.
I don't think it fits the record specifically, especially given like the rest of the personnel on this. But I think that Kendrick is trying his best to save the
He's
track.
trying to do something new. And I give him that. But like, I just don't know if that's his style of new. Because he's kind of like trying to take his out of breath performance, like something on Mona Lisa where he's just starting off like completely breathless, going into a sprint.
He let
but
all
this,
of his breath
this
out
he's like
before.
combining that, and he's like breeding it with like 21 Savage whisper. So it's just like an out of breath whisper. So he's like running, but he's like really quiet
He's
about
just
it.
mouthing the one.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to at least give him credit because this is. I find this still. I would choose this track over any of the other trap fodder on here. And then Real World with Ariana Grande, I think is probably her best feature of the year so far.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it more than I liked the entirety of Thank You Next. Sorry,
I can't say
Anna.
I can't say that, but I really enjoyed her performance. It seems like one of the more vocally passionate, or at least in the sense of more vocally tuned, because as you mentioned,
chemistry than I thought they would
as well as because like as we mentioned during our not Sweetener, our Thank You Next review, she's coming in this weird like almost like moody trap styling, so she doesn't really have to be as vocally passionate because it doesn't really fit the environment. Whereas this, she's more hitting us with the harder vocals.
This reminded me of like some of her 2014 like material.
Yeah,
a lot of like Bang Bang or Problem. Some singles I actually really liked. This kind of harkens back to like her older kind of style.
Yeah.
And like I said, they have really good chemistry. Moving on to Girl's Best Friend with Ty Dolla $ign. Why? What's the point? The hook on this is really poor, but it can be no poorer than the next track, $2 Bill with Lil Wayne. And
This song felt like it went on for 25 minutes. I thought this was the 4th album.
Did not get it. It reminded me of I'm Different. Yeah, I'm Different.
Yeah.
What song is that? Is it just called Different?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember. That was popular quite a while ago.
Yeah. The only redeeming part about this is the Lil Wayne verse because it's just funny. I can't say
it's super funny, and I think it's actually really technically like impressive.
It's interesting because he's going off beat at performance, weird moments.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't add up, but I enjoy that he's just like going all these weird places and trying his hardest.
Also,
to
everything that rhymes with there or rare is incredible. I didn't know there were so many words. Lil Wayne, I think, kind of returned to form a little bit.
Yeah.
When Lil Wayne was popular, I didn't like him like at all.
Yeah.
But now in his older age.
Yeah.
It's like a fine wine. I appreciate
Fine
wine.
lean.
Fine lean.
You let that sit in the sun for about 10 days and it'll get you real good.
But I have to say that $2 Bill had some of the worst lines. Some of the best lines from like Lil Wayne, but some of the worst lines from everybody else. 2 Chainz is like, I'm like a Mr. Clean with hair. I'm rare. Absolutely horrible. I don't even want to imagine Mr. Clean with hair. I'm sure there are things a lot more rare than just that. I don't know why.
Perfect art.
I don't know why he chose. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Why did he even choose this line? This is not something that anybody ever were to think of. Ever. When you think of like rare, you think of like Jules or something. And he was like, yeah, I'm like a cleaning mascot if he had some hair. I'm like, okay. E40 is absolutely nothing to write home about. This guy thinks he's the hardest dude in the world, and it is bad. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. Moving on to I Said Me, I think it's just stupid.
I don't have anything to say about this. I think
just
this,
dumb.
this
The hook I hear is also bad.
Yeah, like, you had a moment where you physically fell asleep earlier. This is where I mentally fell asleep earlier.
It's just boring.
It's just...
I'm Not Crazy Life is a little bit of a pickup here.
Chance
tries again, just like Kendrick. Try to like save this, and it doesn't work.
Kodak
2 Chainz is okay. Kodak is just...
Kodak tries. I'll give him that, but he shouldn't try. He should not
go back to prison.
I won't say that, but I think he should just not be here. Cause like the role he's being in is just, it's too nerdy. Like I feel like
I didn't even know Kodak Black was out of prison. Is he?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
That's why he had like a lot of tracks at the end of the...
They had to go into like to the side of the jail and like fish a microphone down with a fishing pole.
That's how they record call rocks on A$AP Rocky's last
they couldn't get it close enough.
But like he's such a fucking nerd. And that's coming from me. He just sounds like if you put me at the end of this track. And you just have me freestyle.
I did not care for this at all.
He's talking about like how like J. Cole like said like he's a good person. I'm like, wow, this is what I wanted at the end of this emotional gripping track. J. Cole proving your self-worth. That's just what I wanted. Good job, Kodak.
Kind of
Yeah.
Kind of a waste of time to put Kodak on this record.
And plus the track's like already 9 minutes long.
Yeah, there's no reason. Moving into the next 9-minute track is Sam, which is literally just a normal 2 Chainz cut talking about paying taxes. And then at the end, he's like talking about how he had this conversation, I think with Puff Daddy, about how much in taxes he had to pay. And apparently Puff Daddy had to pay like $100 million in taxes.
That's just...
Which I don't think is true. I think 2 Chainz is lying to me.
I think he has to pay for each one of his names. So
Sean Combs, P. Diddy,
Puff Daddy,
Puff
Diddy,
Diddy.
Dirty Money.
Puff Diddy, P. Daddy, P. Combs, Sean Daddy.
Oh my god, the end of this album is just so fucking long. Like,
Also, it doesn't even end on any sort of... It ends on that conversation that 2 Chainz is just talking about paying taxes. And he's like, then I went my own way. And then it's just done.
He's like,
"See you later,
Uncle
fucking
Sam shouldn't
Yogi
force me.
Bear."
Uncle Sam shouldn't force me to pay taxes. We should join communism. And then we play
That's
this
the end.
Soviet national anthem.
We never get back to that grandiose, like... We never get back to that first track. We never get back to the highs of NCAA. It just fizzles out with this Puff Daddy conversation.
There's highs on this record. But like looking back at the end of the year, this may be like one of my least favorite records.
So far, it has brought me absolutely, very brief, like fleeting instances of joy. And those would be like the opening like 2 tracks and a couple around the middle. And then after that, everything else is trap fodder or just 2 Chainz being wild.
And then Kodak just being a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And if you're a fucking nerd, you go to jail, so you better not keep it up. You saw Takeshi was a nerd. He snitched. That was a very nerd-like trait. And look where he's going. Jail.
Going back to the hair salon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't say that 2 Chainz changed my life. He didn't change my life, but NCAA did.
He wasn't a pastor throughout the entire thing. He comes off more as a diet crit or like a diet Chainz even.
Except for those two artists are good.
Yeah.
Not to say 2 Chainz isn't good, but Crit and biggest comparison was Big Crit.
Yeah.
Especially around like the first half of this record, but I can at least say that Big Crit used a similar formula and got some really good results out of it.
Yeah, but
because he didn't fall into that trap pit.
But also at the same time, he like expanded his ideas. Where 2 Chainz has like an entire album named after
like a
one
single
song.
idea. Yeah, that's another thing.
Rapper Go to the Lean.
The title of this album, Rapper Go to the Lean.
Am I right, Little Pump?
Really brought me into a headspace where I was like, this is going to be more of like a Tip of a Butterfly type of thing. Yeah. And ultimately, like maybe the first 2 tracks kind of lulled me into this false sense of security, and then we just got like a very trap heavy, pointless record.
Yeah.
And then we had NCAA. That was good.
Which was a religious experience. Mm-hmm. And then Kendrick was out of breath, and I felt bad for him. I felt like you changed.
Lil Wayne read a dictionary.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, this thing just felt like forever. Like it just felt like forever.
It was forever is a 2 Chainz amount of time.
God damn it! But I listened to this album in 2 parts. I didn't listen to the entire experience, and it felt like it took me 10 days to listen to this thing.
Yeah, this was a slow burn, but not in a good way.
Yeah, just because 2 Chainz can't light a fucking grill, and that's why. He couldn't give us the sirloin. He gave us raw meat instead. Or it was like half cooked. And it wasn't medium, but it was like barely cooked. So I got like salmonella. It's like I ate some like romaine lettuce. 2 Chainz gave me E. coli. That is the summary of this album.
It's E40. I think.
God damn it.
All right, that's
this review. That's it. Until next time, guys, I've been Vincent.
I'm Trevor.
And I will rap or go to the league.
Bye, everybody.
Update you guys next time.
I'm
Goodbye.
going to the league.